I got a ski slope there now. I didn't come right to the end. But I am getting closer to the width I want, at least up here. Oh, well, that's definitely wider now. So I think that curve looks pretty reasonable. The foot, well, it's on the verge of being wider than I want, but it's not bad, so we'll leave it at that. I'm going to actually make a slight concave around there. That may wind up meaning that I have to make the hole deeper, but I don't know, I think it should slope towards the hole rather than away from it. But. So, I'm going to sand that now, so I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so I'll just check, see whether I have to okay, that aluminum cup is standing maybe 1/32 of an inch proud, and that's okay with me. I want the metal to be above the surface of the wood, so I will just leave it that way. I don't know how critical it is to sand the inside of that hole, but I'll go ahead and hit it with 150, 240, and 400 just since I got it on here. And I wound up that last pass with the gouge. I didn't get hardly any chip out at all. There's one very small one right at the end that'll come off with about 1 or 2 passes with a hand plane. So now I will use that candle cup as the gripping recess to turn the underside. And I'm fairly sure it won't go over that third step. Yeah. So I'll use the second step of the jaws to do the gripping. They're a little they're still smaller than the opening, so the center will scar the wood a bit, but it's going to be down in that cup. I don't think it's going to be super critical, and I don't need to put all that much pressure on it anyway. Okay, I know that hole is about 5/8 of an inch deep, so I basically want the bottom of the cup to be at about 3/4 of an inch from the top surface. I'll be making a round bottom, and that's a flat bottomed hole, so I actually probably should have the bottom center at the fullest part of the curve about an inch from the top surface, just so that I'm sure that as my curve comes up, I don't wind up cutting out the bottom. And that wouldn't be the first time. So I'm just going to continue with this 3/8 traditional grind bowl gouge. Okay. Now, I don't know if the camera angle shows that, but if you're looking straight through there, that's maybe 5/32 of an inch thick. It's not 3/16, I don't think. But if you're looking at the edge, because it's basically you got a miter there, it looks thicker on the edge. So you gotta kind of take that into account, that you don't want to go so super thin on, you don't want to make it thin on this edge. You'll have almost nothing in the actual thickness if you get this edge down too thin. And I can see that as I'm going in, I may be getting a little thicker as I go in, so I'll just take a little more out in here before I continue. Okay, I think my rim is a fairly consistent thickness so far. So I'll continue.